Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. In front of us we have the Grundig Traveler II. It's an AM/FM shortwave portable radio that I purchased used off of eBay for a total of $21. Pretty happy with the price because it's a unique little radio. This is it. It's awesome. It came with a few other things, so let's go look at those real quick. I got an old beat up case. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but it came with the case, or pouch, whatever you want to call it. And then it came with a couple things. This was pretty cool. Grundig Shortwave Listening Guide. A guide to shortwave listening presented by the world's leading manufacturer of shortwave devices. Sweet. So like on the inside here, this probably doesn't pertain anymore, but it had broadcast time, frequency, the band, country, language. Pretty cool. If you're into this, yeah, a lot of neat stuff here. But yeah, it probably doesn't mean much anymore, but it's kind of cool. So you can learn a little bit from the beginning here. Books on shortwave. Talk about when the best time to listen. Oh, yeah. Here you go. Different bands and when it's best to listen to. That's cool. Pause and read that, guys. If you're not sure of shortwave listening, sweet. That's a cool little guide to get with it. All right. Got the instruction manual. Traveler II 7-band travel radio. This thing was definitely traveled for sure. Let's go ahead. There was one little spot in here I thought I'd show you. It had the frequency chart. There it is. Got your FM band, medium wave, and shortwave 1 through 5, it looks like. Shows what kind of circuit feature that is. 2 ICs, 8 transistor. All right. 2-inch speaker. And yeah, that was good. They put 2-inch speaker in there because I tried to measure it. I really couldn't until estimating. So that's cool. It's got all that there for you. How it runs on the batteries, we'll talk about that. It's got the humane wake system output timing to talk about the intervals of the buzzer, so it gets higher and lower, so it doesn't like scare you when it goes off. So anyway, pretty easy, concise to set. Glad it came with this. I did figure it out on my own. You really don't need a manual, but it's pretty easy to figure out. So, but if you guys need to know anything, there we go. The manual. All right, the radio. Yeah, it's a cool little radio. I just did a review on the Eaton Grundig edition Traveler 3, and I was looking around, and I've been wanting this radio for a while, and this one popped up. It was like $21, like I said, on eBay, and it was in pretty decent shape, because the ones I've been seeing was all this gold lettering be worn off, and this one looks really nice. The only problem is a little tiny nick in that corner there. Otherwise, it sounds good, tunes well, pretty happy with it. So let's go ahead and go over dimensions. 5 5/8 across, 3 5/8 high, and a depth of 1 3/8. Give you an idea. Let's go size comparison here. This is the, let me bring this up. So we have the one I was talking about, the Traveler 3 Grundig edition from Eaton. There you go, gives you an idea. Kind of downsized it, went all digital. All right, and then CC pocket, since I have that handy. Cool. And we have the L-Twiston, yeah. All right. So, features of this radio. Let me lower this back down again. All right. It's got some cool features I like on this radio. Definitely a traveler radio. It's awesome. Left-hand side, we have the headphone jack. A little low-level hiss, but nothing too bad. Listening to it, it's FM mono. I was hoping for stereo, but no such luck. But it sounded pretty decent on the FM. Medium wave, short wave. It was a good listening experience. Here we have a DC input there of 3 volts. And that's it on that side, looks like. On the front, we have a switch, off, on, turns the radio on. Next switch is the humane wake system. That's the buzzer, to wake at the buzzer. And auto is to wake up to the radio. So you got that mode. Here we have a stop function to stop the alarm from sounding. Recall, so you can see what time the alarm's set. Right now it's set at 000. And then you have your option of, my cat was here still, 12 or 24-hour time. And I got set for the 24-hour time, as you can tell by the 24 right there. Sweet. Grundig Traveler II 7-band travel radio. I like this. Got a little door here. Behind the door, everybody knows, usually has a little time thing. Cool. So here is your hour and minute set buttons. In your home and world time, you can switch those by just clicking the switch over, and then they'll reverse position. So you'll have your world time on the bottom and your local time on top. I like it with the world time on top like that. That's cool. Here it's locked right now, the setting modes. You can set your sleep timer, your alarm, your home, and your world time right there with this switch. Here is for setting your world time and local time. So you just move the switch to all those different countries and it'll change up here. Down here we have like a little bit of a map showing you the time zones and what countries, plus or minus those hours. Pretty cool. All right, so I'll close that back up. Over here we have the scale. FM, as you saw the frequencies in the book, it's at 87.5. This says 88 to 108. Medium wave says 520 to 1600 on there. And it's pretty dead on it. The book said 1620. I got 1620 today, nothing higher. So shortwave 1, you can see kind of the broadcast band there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the log scale on the bottom. Here we have a 2-inch speaker that sounds really good for its size. This little dude has a lot of punch. I'm amazed by it. It just sounds really, really good. I had it going last night. I was editing a video and I had some rock and roll jamming out of here, classic rock, and it sounded really good. And I had it propped up, so it was really nice. Enjoyed that. On the right hand side here, we have the tuning knob, so it tunes real nice and smooth. I'm gonna just give you an idea. Yeah, it feels nice and smooth there to tune. So definitely easy. Also, we're going to get to that in a second. There's a little display here of the bands, and if you can see up close and personal, it'll show, okay, I'm not in the mode yet, but it'll actually show with a little gold bar telling you what you're on, what band you're on. So I'll show you that in a second. Right-hand side here still, we have the volume slider. So go all the way to 10, which you don't have to do that. Right around here is pretty loud. Just about half is jamming. So that's a nice little volume slider. So on top, that's the band select switch I wanted to show you. So right now it's on FM, and I don't think it's showing FM on here. There's no little bar indicator for FM. Let me just double check. Nope. So when you go to medium wave, there you go, a little gold bar shows up, and then when you go down to your bands, you can see it changing position there. It's pretty cool. So let's go ahead, we got that. All right, go to FM again, because we're gonna do some little audio test later. On the back of the radio, we have the antenna, number 1. It extends out to 18 inches. Swivel's 360. Has this cool blacked out treatment on the bottom part of the base of the antenna. We have a vented cabinet there. I realize why they do that. It's for moisture, so moisture doesn't build up inside the radio and cause issues. Here we have the flip out stand. Pretty cool. And behind it we have more of our frequency chart. So in case you missed it in the book, there you go. You can pause and read. And it takes 3 AA batteries, 1 for the clock and 2 for the radio. I thought that was pretty cool. So if your radio ever runs dead, you still got your clock. Or if your clock runs dead, you still got the radio. And behind here is the battery compartment. Kind of a cool door. And the 3 AA batteries. Make sure I got that closed. And notice you got little rubber feet here. So you can lay this radio flat like this, which is really nice on a table. It won't move. So yeah, and of course you got the stand you can pop up. And there you go, you got a little shortwave stand. I've noticed with this LCD, when you look at it face on, it's kind of hazy. But if you look at it on the stand, it comes in clear at this angle. So it is a fresh battery in there. So if you look just tilting it, comes in brighter. So give you an idea. So if it looks dull to you on the camera, it's because I'm laying it flat. If I just tilt it ever so slightly, looks good. All right, so let's get going. Let's do some listening. So let's go to an audio test. I get excited about turning the radio on. I'm all excited. We kind of talk about FM reception. FM reception, we'll go real quick. Sensitivity, good. Selectivity, okay to good. So we got about 2.5 star to 3-star rating, which is decent. It found 4 dozen stations outside. So, the sensitivity was really good for a little analog radio like this. I was very impressed. The selectivity was average. It's just slightly average because I was having an issue sometimes with locking a station in. It would bleed over to another station, or it would lose the station if I was moving. So if you're not moving much and you got the radio position well, you should be okay selectivity wise. But if you're on the move, you're going to have some issues with selectivity. So that's why I got an okay to good rating. And I'm just trying to think of anything else. So overall, I'm happy with the FM band. So definitely is good to listen to. So let's go ahead and turn it on. And up here. I'm looking for an on switch on the side. So if you look here, a new thing comes up. It says tuning. Oops, turned that way. And a little icon here. That's your power indicator and the tuning. When it's in tune, it'll stay solid. When it's not in tune, it'll be flashing. And sometimes on weak stations, it'll stay flashing. But that's supposed to be, that little dot's supposed to be your power on indicator. So let's go ahead and turn it out. We'll do an audio test with Radio Todderbert. Yeah. Okay, so you get an idea, a basic idea. It sounds much better with the broadcast band. My radio Todderbert here is distorted a little bit. I think it might be my transmitter or the antenna being down here, I'm guessing. But no, it sounds really good. And to show that, we'll just kind of do a quick FM band scan. So let's go ahead and just raise my antenna. And we're just going to zip through it. You know, I get paranoid about the copyright police. And so what we'll do is we'll just run it through. Let's turn off Todderbert here. Make sure he's not playing in the background. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get ready for shortwave. So I'm going to attach my wire. That way when we're good to go, we'll be ready for shortwave. So here we go. We'll go on the FM band. And we'll start at the bottom. Let's go quick through it. You can see it says tuning. All right, so the little dot, they said it's for power, but that dot's for tuning, I think, too. I think they got that wrong in the book. So let's go ahead and turn this up. This is inside. It's whip, but I do have it attached to a little wire. It's a Texan wire, which is about 16 feet, I think.
That's why after these missions, they used to go to various orders or ranks. There are the cherubim. There are
and generate lane.
You earn points every time you fill up or make Since I switched to an unlimited plan for me. Gonna use my fingers. You gotta believe me when I say it for me.
Profesjonalna stała kadra.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it.
All right, did the FM band scan just for you guys. All right, so we're going to go and do some shortwave. So let's go down to, let's see. We're down to 3 there. Got a nice little, we know where we're at by that indicator. Gold. I love the gold treatment. It's cool with those red lines. Go ahead and turn this up. Top of the band. Got WWV on 10 megahertz. And by the way, this is local time, 9:41 p.m. UTC. Here we go to band 2, the 41 meter. Okay, let's move that back up.
What did the woman do?
I think this white boy needs to work on his rhythm. Sweet. I get a kick out of that. Love international music.
Deceptive tactics. The enemy seeks to deceive us.
Uh-oh.
And you know not the meaning of the word? What does the word mean?
It is Sunday. Sunday is fun day. Okay, we'll take it down to shortwave 1. Go backwards. Cool. Enjoying this little guy. I know it's real basic on its coverage, but you know what? Sometimes simplicity is fun. You know, you can have all these frequencies at your fingertips, but sometimes it's fun to discover from something very simple like this, and I enjoy it. And the fact it's analog. Yeah. Alright, so you get a good idea. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go to medium wave. So let me go ahead and retract the antenna. So yeah, this radio, you know, I picked it up for 21 bucks. Thought it was a pretty good deal to get the book, the instruction manual. Case was kind of ratty, but cool radio. We'll go through the AM pretty quick here. And then we'll probably revisit this radio. I really like this radio. I think we got to do like a session where we do like a daytime shortwave, a daytime medium wave. I still want to do that so you guys can see what it's like around here near Chicago. And, you know, what it's like during the day and nighttime. So, we already know nighttime, so day would be more fun. So, let's see what this little guy can do. Just kind of go quickly. If I remember right, during the day, it's pretty sensitive. Unplug these transformers.
Carry in the meeting. Right? Yeah. Which I don't disagree with that.
Sounds really good on medium wave, too.
You know, we've talked. Right for a period of time. Either come with me or go back home.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to take the CC Pocket, and since this radio isn't 100% digital, I'm going to check that, see if that's 650 there. Okay, it is, so let's go ahead and go to the right position and turn that back up. Cool. Sounds really good. So that's Nashville, WSM. For those who don't know, 650. It is 434 miles away. And we will keep going here. All right.
Thank Ken. Have a good night. Jeff, thank you. I still think you're in the minority, but I thank you very
670
much.
The Score, Sports Radio.
You're done with the NBA, and you're still watching college football. Over 250,000 families have trusted us to preserve their memories, and we've been featured in Good Housekeeping,
700.
Parents Magazine, and USA Today. Don't risk losing your memories forever.
So 700, WLW, Cincinnati, 300 miles. I don't know if I have any DX. We're right about that, close to 10 o'clock time.
Stopping yourselves. Mark, initially, those many years ago, there
720, WGN Chicago.
I don't know if it's plain, but the delicious
Original.
Rich Mall.
Or save online at swimco.com.
This is 740 CFCM. So this is CFCM Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. I don't know if we'll get WSB this early.
That's smiletrain.org.
Sounds like it's it. Yep. So that's 750 WSB, which is awesome. This is Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles.
Because of the crisis in Haiti,
760 WJR Detroit. It's about 270 miles.
Your average senior citizen who
780
is
WBBM.
sitting on property is probably the most worth.
Giving up hope. DAV helps veterans of every generation. Look at Judge Barrett's. Moi, on est deux enfants gâtés. Et quand on était petits, le matin, on avait à peine le temps d'aller
CJBC, Toronto, Ontario again.
On se traînait jusqu'au comptoir de la
860.
nos parents nous made simple. Every scoop with 30 different superfruits. Veggies, berries,
This should be 870.
nutrients, fiber, and more. Call now. Dial 1-800-628-1891.
There you go.
1-800-628-1891. Again.
So that's WWL New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles. So we know it gets the big towers. Does pretty good. So I'm just going to go just cruise up the top. It's a pretty sensitive little set. I told you during the day it was doing real well on my locals and semi-locals. And even some further distance stations I noticed were coming in faintly, but I could hear them. So very fun to tune.
And understand that normal beautiful. It's ergonomically designed. You live in an ecosystem on a 2-month break on your. Some of them
Wayside for decades. ESPN radio, the ESPN, you know, which.
So that's 1610 Toronto, CHHA. 1620. Let's get that robot voice talking about hazardous road. 1630. I think I'm doing 1650. Cool. So it tops out much higher. Good to see. Alright, so we'll go ahead and turn this off here. Yeah, so pretty cool radio. I'm really happy with this. 21 bucks. Final thoughts? Yeah, it's totally worth it. I'd say, let me just put my transformer back in. I would say buy. If you can find it for 20 bucks in this condition, it's a fun radio. I know Texan makes a ton of radios that have a lot of features, probably more band coverage and everything. But this has some character, some flair. It has really good audio. It has a really cool world time clock. I think this really is neat. I love the fact that it has a cool wake up to buzzer, wake up to the alarm in the radio. I like the fact that it has that humane wake system. That's pretty fun. You know, you don't want just jamming on you when it turns on. I like the fact that you got all the time zones right here, and you got your both clock settings at a glance. That makes it really enjoyable. It has a real solid build quality to it. It just, like I say, simplicity is good. The slider for the volume, actually, I'm digging that. Better than a wheel or a knob. I do like that slider feature. That's nice. So yeah, everything about this radio, I like it. I like the fact that it's got DC in too. That's nice. So yeah, it's for 20 bucks. I think it's worth it. It's a good collectible. It works real well for me. I'm happy with it. If you get a good example like this, it has some scratches on the dial there. I cleaned up pretty good. There's some left there, but got most of them. So yeah, if you see this in the market, used market, it's definitely a very good radio. It does very well on the FM. It does very well on the medium wave. It does, I think, a great job on the shortwave for such a small little radio. You can get some enjoyment out of it. Yeah, just, you know, pick yourself up one. Like, it's the price of a simple $20 radio out there. It's not bad, you know, and you get something that's decent. Just make sure there's no battery corrosion, and you're good to go. Yeah, I definitely would recommend this radio all day long. Definitely. So if you enjoyed the presentation, big thumbs up for your old Todderbert here. And if you're new to the channel and you love these classic, semi-classic, legacy type radios, just hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified. I put a video out every evening, either a review of a radio, a revisit of a radio, a loop session, talking about different subjects, building kits, anything that relates to portable radio or radio in general. I'm making the video, so let's have some fun. And 3, comment below what you think about the Grundig Traveler II. Would you like to own something like this? Do you own one already? Do you love it? I'm digging this radio a lot. I really like this radio. I'm going to be using this one quite a bit. Maybe get some rechargeables in here and listen to it a lot. So, good deal. All right, guys. Well, again, thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.